So I'm hoping for some big upsets tonight.
Yeah. We got MidNight on screen. MidNight did, I think, was it last week's Poplar that he did like really well at?
There was a monthly. Oh, not a monthly. I'm sorry, a weekly.
Yeah, where he got like.
I think it was a Poplar
or something like a good placing, for sure. He is. It's like him and Seth are definitely like our Yoshis.
I'm doing some research.
Yeah, perhaps Ganondorf. Ganondorf being one of the more controversial characters, just because he's not very good.
Ganondorf's trash.
You know what? Ganondorf is trash, but he's the kind of trash that attracts low-tier heroes. For whatever reason, people like this.
That's because he's got some power.
Yeah, he hits hard. That's always been his thing.
He's got real power. You know what? I can't find it.
But I mean, regardless, MidNight's good. He's definitely been leveling up. He's been putting in the work.
Yeah, I see his name floating around on results.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're just hopping in already. Here we go.
I mean, I think every matchup in the game is difficult for Ganondorf, but if MidNight plays this really safely, just not committing to anything you don't need to.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot Ganon can do. Like, Ganon has to go in real hard,
right.
Which Ganon can do. Ganon goes
now,
in, when Ganon goes
one
in,
thing
he does go in
Ganondorf
hard.
is good at doing is punishing, like, semi-safe approaches. And what I mean by that is, like, Ganondorf struggles really hard with quick, fast pressure because his moves don't come out fast enough to really stop anyone. But if a character doesn't have that quickness and their moves are just a little slow, Ganondorf, just the way Ganondorf naturally is spaced with his moves, that was really unfortunate. It
was unfortunate.
Mayfire, what are you doing? I'm trying to talk here. But yeah, like, there was a point where Yoshi did a nair and then he tried to forward air and Ganondorf traded, and like, Ganondorf's great at trading against those kind of approaches.
Yes.
And you don't want to trade with Ganondorf.
No, I think, of all the characters in this game, Ganondorf gets some of the biggest trades.
Yep.
And I think you're right that, I mean, Ganondorf's big problem is that he's just slow. His moves are slow. Yep. He is slow.
But if a character can't, like, stop the moves fast enough, then he can start trading and do some, and, I mean, that's how he wins.
Yeah. I think
sweet hard read.
Just gotta watch out for that. He's gonna like, that is the one thing people, you have to play like very, like, for a character who is as, you know, quote unquote bad as Ganondorf is, you still have to respect him, which is I think what throws people off.
Oh yeah.
Because they think, oh, he's Ganondorf, like I could just do whatever I want. But no, you still have to play well.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's maybe one or two characters, but not many characters that you can just be like, oh, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. But I think Yoshi has the tools to do it. You know, he can space some aerials really well.
Right.
The last thing you want to do, like, if you don't give Ganon an opportunity to get shield grabs, that's his fastest punish far enough, as it is for a lot of characters.
Right.
But his jab is like what, like frame 7 or 8 or something. Like, it just, he's never gonna punish something except with a grab, unless it's super unsafe. So, you know, just don't let him get that.
Also, don't roll.
No, that's how Ganon gets.
Rolling and spot dodging is, because Ganondorf's moves are slow. Ooh, that was a nice punish on the roll.
Yeah.
It's easier to punish dodges because of how slow his moves come out, so it kind of like naturally times itself.
Yeah, and
so they last for a long time.
For sure. I think coming in the game too, if you're the Ganondorf player, like you have, if you've been paying attention, you've scoped out that MidNight's going in.
Yeah.
You know, and you want to take advantage of this. You only need to hit him like 3 times. What is this level? Custom shenanigans? All right, who made that?
What a sweet looking stage. What a gem.
Is that like a really bad attempt at Peach's Castle?
That was A++.
I was in this conversation at one point about making custom stages
What?
Okay. All right. So that stage is apparently was
Stop.
Someone wanted that to be legal. All right. It is not.
So I'm wondering why Mayfire chose a triangle platform layout when I feel like Ganondorf, despite being slow, I feel like he gets more out of like an opponent having to land, as opposed to an opponent being able to jump onto a platform and then just jump away because Ganondorf's not fast enough to get there.
For sure. You know, I think the one advantage I can see to this stage is it's not particularly big. Like, I don't know what MidNight banned, but
Maybe it's to punish air dodge. Wait, maybe it's to punish expected air dodges on platforms.
could be.
That
Could
would be a really smart reason to pick, actually. This kind of stage layout. Besides, that would like be like for someone like me who's thinking, why are you doing this? That would be a super good like, this is why I'm doing it reason.
Yeah. That's not seem to be. You know, he's gone for some stuff. Right.
That was awesome.
I do like that.
That was awesome.
Yeah, he's not going for anything like with the platforms. It seems like he's going for pretty normal Ganon stuff. Like for instance, he does the up smash, and you know, because if you don't know Ganon, you think it's going to be super
Oh
insane.
yeah, that's true.
And it kind of tricks people into coming in. I hope MidNight knows to stay away from that.
Yeah, no, MidNight definitely spaced around that properly. He definitely knows that part of the matchup.
Yeah.
Look, he's not even staying. He's definitely not even staying close enough. Like, notice how he's, no matter what he's doing, he's spacing himself away from the ledge to make sure that Ganon can't just side B him.
You do want. Oh, missed that tech. You do want to stay really far away from the ledge, though. I have played Rickles, and he's pulled me in from like quarter stage, and he's just like, I got you. I'm gonna take you off stage, and I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
But yeah, MidNight is definitely playing that right.
Ooh, I liked that. It's surprising that Mayfire air dodged when he was still in lag from ground pound.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Mayfire did, let's say, a particularly optimal move out of Egg, but that is kind of a confusing situation. Like, it's a matchup thing. You really have to know how that move works.
So, you were talking earlier about how Mayfire needs to punish approaches. He's definitely been doing that.
Yes. And that is like...
he's not going in as much. He's kind of sitting there waiting. And trying to not, like, basically just trying to stuff MidNight's approaches.
Like, there you go. And that is like, this is true of any character in Smash 4. It doesn't matter if you're the worst character in the game, whoever you think that is. If they have a lead, they have to come to you. So
unless they have a projectile.
Yeah. But like, especially for someone like Ganondorf against like a Yoshi, like taking like, that's a luxury you don't often get, is being able to sit back and someone has to come to you.
You know what's actually really interesting though? That 3-platform layout didn't allow Yoshi to camp eggs as hard. That's something I did not think of.
Yeah, definitely platforms can give you a little bit of an umbrella.
The thing is, MidNight never really got the lead and started like camping really hard.
So here, MidNight still wanting to go to a platform stage, not exactly a triangle platform.
I'm okay with this because Ganondorf's recovery can get kind of bad.
So I would like to see MidNight take advantage of, you know, just the weaknesses Ganondorf has. Like, get yourself a lead. It's pretty easy against Ganondorf.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make him.
Ganondorf has is gonna have a lot of trouble struggling. Like, he's gonna have a lot of trouble getting past eggs.
Yeah.
See, like, he threw 3 eggs and then he did a forward air and got punished for it with jab. There was no reason.
Yeah.
To go for that forward air. He could have just waited.
Yeah. Don't. If you have the right strategy, don't let yourself get bored by it.
It's a lot of players do. They get impatient.
Yeah. You know,
that was a nice little dash dance mix-up.
Yeah, got a little frisky there. But yeah, you have 6 minutes for a reason. Like, you know, people think timeouts are boring, but like, you gotta win. You know, make Ganon commit to something like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
That looked like a little input error on his part, on MidNight's part though. Like he was trying for something and he just didn't get the dash back or whatever he was trying to go for.
I think he got stuck in the skid, or he got stuck in something.
Yep.
But yeah, this is real risky when you're fighting Ganon. This is where almost anything Ganon does is going to take your stock.
Yeah. Like, an up air might not, just because Yoshi's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of characters that would have ended their life. Ooh, up air? Yep.
That was awesome. And actually, he kind of got an instant double jump instead of like jumping first. So he was able to actually connect that. That was awesome.
Yeah, that is
like the lip kind of dipped down and it let him double jump after that.
Yeah, for sure. Yoshis are. It's always nice to see a Yoshi who's really on top of their up airs. Like, that's such a good kill move, and when you have an opportunity, you got to take it.
That was really nice.
Those dash attacks with Yoshi are, I think, are pretty good against Ganon. It's going to be really hard for Ganon to
right now,
punish that.
Yeah, right now MidNight is just. Oh, okay. He
Gets
was
the boot.
he was overwhelming Mayfire, but then he overextended when Mayfire was completely safe and they were in neutral.
Yeah, not too big a deal. You have a big lead here for Yoshi. You obviously want to watch out for the Ganon side. You also want to learn how to tech that move. It's tough to tech, but you got to.
Yeah,
It really.
it's like
big part of it.
it's such a big source of Ganondorf's damage.
Yeah. And the difference in this, like, the matchup is so different if you can tech that or not tech it.
It really is. Or if you get hit by it at all.
Right.
Too. I mean, that is also part of it. But yes, being able to tech it in case you get hit by it is super important.
Ooh, watch out! He got that claw.
Yep, he rolled away.
Shadow, whatever.
He was definitely afraid of it because he rolled away.
Yeah. Oh, he had it. It's just
that was like just a little foresight I don't think he had. Like a little miscalculation on like.
You gotta watch out.
That
man.
almost killed.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yoshi can't really ground pound here because the way the platformers are laid out.
Yeah, and it's and just the tilt sometimes screws it up. It's not a good look. Yoshi up smash though covers those entire platforms. So ooh, that could have been a punish.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean if you're MidNight,
Ganondorf has so much rage right now.
yeah, that's it. Anything like that.
That was. Why even go for ground pound knowing that the one time he did it before, it didn't work because he couldn't get down?
That was a learning experience for sure. You know, everybody has to lose to Ganon in bracket at least once, if not many times. I will say that another thing that MidNight did not do in that matchup is take advantage of Ganon's pretty bad recovery. Like, you can just kind of jump out and press buttons, and what's Ganon going to do? I mean,
he can try to side B, but if you have the lead, he's never going to.
So, like, Ganon, MidNight, just in that last game, took first stock on Lilac, right? It's like, once you have first stock, just knock him off and go for it.
Yeah.
You know, he's just can't do anything.
And he was definitely like, he got really scared once his percent kind of dove up. Like, he had really commanding control for a while.
Yeah.
And then like the percentage started to build up, and you could just kind of feel the tension rising for him.
Yeah. But yeah, like
rolling more and everything.
Like we said, that's how Ganon wins games. You know, everybody on Earth puts him in bottom 5. Like nobody ever who has any reasonable intelligence.
Everyone's afraid of Ganondorf.
But yeah, but he's still like, you lose to him sometimes.
I'm afraid of Ganondorf. Everyone's afraid of Ganondorf.
Everyone is afraid of Ganondorf. He's the scariest, worst character for some reason. Like,
yeah, no, it's just because he has such. It's because he does one move and he'll like make up. He'll like basically even out the percent.
Yeah.
And he's so heavy that you're at a disadvantage at that point.
I think it's a good learning experience though, because you're never going to be able to beat a character like Ryu, who's a million times scarier than Ganon, if you can't beat Ganon. You know, you can't let yourself get rattled. You have
some people find the top tiers like more comforting because they play them so often, and then like Ganondorf is that like one character that's like a lot of people play, but like every time you get hit once, you're just like, ugh. Yeah. And you get hit again, you're like, and then you just like start raging internally about it. Yeah. And you're scared, and you don't want to lose to Ganondorf. And